we're back with another series of Banished, this time using the Mega Mod version 8.01. We're gonna do a harsh floodplains, large map size, very mild climate, disasters off, and in terms of starting conditions, honestly, I'd really like to do all the wild things, but we're just gonna go for medium. There's also the Adam and Eve start, the Jack and Jill start. They're all very interesting starts, but they're incredibly slow. Very often you're stuck for at least a year or two with just one person. Even then you're with just two people, and even then you have to wait for kids to grow up. We're just gonna do this. It's a very extensive mod. You're going to see why. I'm kind of eager to get into the later game of Banished with this mod because it adds a lot. It's no longer you built a brewery and it's a remarkable feat. The game is pretty much done. Right, so we start pretty close to a river. There's a little bit of space to expand, to say the least, of it. We're gonna... Okay, let's... Yep. That event log. I haven't really settled on the professionalist that I like. So very often it's tempting to go for this one. I'm gonna start with this one, but I might switch to the very simple one if it doesn't work out for me quite as I'd like it to. Alright. So one builder. He's gonna be building roads to start with. And actually, we're just gonna build road around here. We're gonna expand the town into here. We just need to pay a little bit of attention. Yeah, a lot of new stuff. We're just gather us up. I think there's enough space there to let us build for quite a bit of population. Then we want a hunter's hut. And we are also going to want a gatherer, which is currently under health and healing. And it's a little bit confusing. I think the tiny herbalist will go on this side. And then we will have a forester. I feel like these have the same range. But yeah, that's gonna be it. And we're gonna mark some remove resources this way. And we're gonna go to speed 10. We'll also need from this fuel production, not a Celtic chopper. I think I'm gonna get a village firewood yard. It's tiny, but it's good. It's what we need. Now you might see here, this is a iron ore and iron are now differentiated. So that's gonna be a little bit interesting. I also want a scotch road over here. Okay, yeah, build it through here. Give them a little bit of an exit. I tend to forget to do this. Makes it more difficult for them to navigate. Sure, you four are gonna get to gathering. The rest of these guys get to work. In terms of homes, we're gonna start small. Very small. This is gonna allow for occupants, and we are going to need 6 of them. And more tiny homes. 3 occupants, 4 occupants, 4 occupants. All right, okay. 1, 2, and 3. Orange Village Townhouse. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. The tiny herbalist. I never see the need for more than 1 herbalist, especially to start with. Now, unlike in previous playthroughs, well, the previous playthrough where having more than 1 hunter was just inefficient, now it is efficient. It's actually highly recommended. Right. Problem is, none of these people are actually helping out with building. Right, and we already have 6 adults. How cute is that? I'm actually very happy that these things are tiny. People would live in houses like this. In the past, I mean. It was pretty common for, you know, not rich families to just have 1 room where, you know, people, it might be a little bit divided, but, you know, it's just 1 room. So it would be tiny and easy to keep. Alright. That was that. Let's make sure that these people are fully staffed. Alright, and here, they haven't been hunting that much yet. That's fine. Forester could use an extra set of hands, but it'll be fine. Right here, I really want to insert a little bit of road, just, you know, ease of access sort of thing. the amount of food is going up, and then we have to figure out... Oh, one very important thing that I can do in this mod is get the town arrival, which is a very small, inexpensive building. And it is going to provide us with the same information that City Hall does, except it doesn't attract nomads, which I don't really mind. Right. So, now, I'm going to ask them to remove some iron, because the blacksmith costs iron ore, unrefined iron ore, to build. And I think eventually we'll be full up and there will be more people digging around and laboring. There's already 3 of them. Okay, so putting down the blacksmith from crafted items, tools, and forge. And the blacksmith, the classic blacksmith. Later on we'll have more complex building materials and we'll be able to upgrade buildings. But for now, we all know him, we all love him. He's our city blacksmith. Our normal blacksmith. In addition to that, I'm also going to want a tailor. Now, if you go and look at things, there's like old tailor shop, old tailor residence. It gets really complicated. Let's just make sure we have a good start to this playthrough for now. Right, so production. We have produced more food than we've consumed. We have produced more fuel than we've consumed. We've produced more than we're actually needing. There's 2 ways around the problem of... Let me just flatten this. It kind of looks annoying. There's 2 ways with the iron issue. We can make an iron shack that kind of acts like a forester, in the sense of it plants iron and sometime later it harvests iron without actually consuming things. Or we can go for making industrial fuel and using that to smelt the iron ore into iron. But for now, we are removing a whole big bunch of iron. And we're out of stone. I'm curious. All right, let's do our first bit of prioritizing. Because I'd rather not run out of tools. I think we can handle running out of clothes, but tools not so much. And we do have some flax. We do have... Do we have leather? Any leather? Yeah, so now it doesn't just hunt deer, it also hunts ducks. And we're gonna try to establish on our own how efficient it is. Right, so road. Right, think We're almost there. Our basic survival is almost assured, I guess. I think we're gonna need a lot more iron, stone. Sorry. Alright, never mind. The iron, cancel. And now I want you to strictly pick up stone. Again, this is very efficient, except now we have like a ton of types of food. Right, and we're already working on building, and we have a ton more citizens. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you could, I would really appreciate it, since it's the first video in the series. Give it a thumbs up, you know, maybe boost it a little bit so more people see it. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time.